Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
So you got balance, and as an offensive coordinator and a guy who's worked with quarterbacks for so long, I'm just curious your feeling about the fact that you do have a nice balance this year with AJ being a dominant force in the backfield and Anthony being a guy who's continuing to develop. I'll just leave it at that and let you kind of go.
Yeah, it's any time that you can, the foundation of any football program, in my opinion, is you got to be able to run the ball, but you have to also be able to throw it. It's the new wave in football that you have to be balanced, and we've got a dynamic running back. We got a few dynamic running backs in my mind, and anytime that the defense has to account for the run game, it makes our throw game much better. So we're super excited about it. We feel like we've got some weapons on the perimeter, and hopefully we can really the throw game and the run game can really work together the way that we want it to. Fire away.
You know, one of the positives about a guy getting hurt is that he comes back a year stronger, a year bigger, a year more experienced, and you have that now in your offensive line, most notably with Baker.
Yep.
Just if you could give some thoughts on the guys up front and how much they've grown over the years to the point where they're at a size and an experience where they're going to be of significant value to the team.
Yeah, you look back the year before I was able to come to Boston College, you saw a bunch of freshmen. I think Lindstrom was a 245-pound freshman, true freshman, running out on the field, getting ready to play Florida State and Clemson. And obviously they had their licks. They had to. They were at times a few guys were forced to play that were undersized and not ready to play. But you can't substitute experience. And right now we feel that we have 6, 7, 8 guys that have experience. We're older, we're stronger, we're more mature. We understand exactly what we want to do, and it's it's always great whenever you have a veteran, older offensive line, and that's the way that we feel about our offense in general. Is there a few young guys still out there? Yes, there are, but that's college football. But for the most part, we're older, we're smarter, we're strong, we're faster. And I think everyone has a great appreciation of what we're trying to accomplish on offense. Whenever you're an 18-year-old kid and you get a pass play or a run play, you're just worried about getting to your spot. Now I think we're at the point where our older players in particular are understanding why we're trying to do what we're doing. And anytime that you understand the whys, you play faster, you play smarter, and we think that we're moving in that direction.
All right, I got one more before I hand it over. It's about Anthony specifically. When he gets hurt, I asked Steve about this too. What do you focus on in terms of continuing his mental growth so that when he comes back, he's ready to rock?
Yeah, we started that process in the bowl game, actually. He was playing every rep. He was standing behind the center, taking every mental rep, and we made an emphasis with him that he was a young guy last year too, and games 1 through 6 he played like a rookie, and then as he got some experience, he got to grow up a little bit, but he needed to take the next step of truly understanding why we're doing what we're doing. He understood the playbook, he understood the plays, but if you don't understand the whys, it's hard to be good. And the later half of the season, he started to figure out why we were doing what we were doing. He's getting to the point where he goes, I'm in a bad, it's one thing, whenever you're in a great play, but being a quarterback, understanding if you're in a bad play, all right, I'm in this defense is going to take this play away to be able to protect the football and understanding that it's okay to live another day. So by throwing the ball away or aggressive run, what have not. So he's getting to the point where, he's able to audible a little bit more. He's getting to the point where he understands the whys, and I think that's really important. We all think that's really important.
In this particular situation, how difficult is it to sort of manage reps in practice when, you've got a starter who you want to protect, but and get them ready, but at the same time you're going to need these guys behind you?
Yeah, that's a great question. The fortunate thing is we get a lot of reps in practice because of, one, the style of play that we have. We're a no huddle team. We get a lot of repetitions in practice, and I don't think we're in a position where, in the old huddle systems, you only get so many reps, you only have so much time. You know, we're having the ability now to get much more practice reps, and I don't think that's necessarily right now a problem right now.
Any other questions for Scott?
Coach, I know you talked about how you need balance on an offense. Seemed last year as Anthony Brown was really starting to take strides, the injury came, and then A.J. Dillon started and also took strides. And it seems now they're both coming back. Anthony Brown with a lot of potential, and A.J. Dillon as one of the top premier running backs in the nation. How do you see? It seems almost as if it's a perfect storm for the passing game to take its next step. How do you see this receiving core panning out this season?
You know what? They're doing a great job, and we've got some older guys. You know, obviously Tom Sweeney, he's been around. Jeff Smith's been around. So we've got some older guys that understand what to do. They played a lot of football, and you know, what we're trying to do right now is this. You know, we've been in situations where this time of year everyone thinks that we're not going to be very good, and now we're getting a little bit of praise, but in all actuality, all this doesn't matter. The outside world doesn't matter. What we're really trying to concentrate on right now is just that snap, 100% concentration on just that play. We're trying to improve each play each day and just really taking it day by day. And I think if we can keep that mentality and just worry about just that play, just worry about us, you know, good things are going to happen to us.